Is that guy making you uncomfortable? Like, if you don't feel comfortable around him, like, I'll stay until he leaves. I get a text that says, I don't want to be friends anymore. Take care. I got some shit to say, bitch.
Hey girlfriend, how you doing, girl? Today's video is going to be a reaction because I found a story. It is by before I disclose that, hi, my name is Djena. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome, bienvenida. Join the family and come feel good. Come feel good. Let's talk. Today's story time is by djenagomes. djenagomes. I love that. She's gonna tell us about this one time at band camp when she made a friend and she thought that this was gonna be her bestie for lifey. Girls five ever. But the girl ended up being trifling as all get out.
Child, do I have a story for y'all. It all started when this beautiful girl follows me on Instagram. Let's do this.
Can I talk about how she's so beautiful? You talking about beautiful girl? You are beautiful. Skin, my girl. Wow, her lips, her teeth. Are you kidding me?
Let's do the Estee Lauder to figure out how ghetto this was. Like,
oh, don't say ghetto. Why are you holding Estee Lauder, girl? Come on now.
Over time, it's clear that we're very similar. Like, all of her story posts, I'm like, that's literally me. Like, do we share a brain? Come to find out, we literally have like the same chart. She's a Libra rising, I'm a Libra rising. She's an Aries moon, I'm an Aries moon. The only difference is she's a Cancer and I'm a Capricorn, which they're compatible. All signs pointed.
I'm an Aquarius. I was born February 12th. What does that make me? Whose signing and rising and undergoings do I have? Does anyone know? Can someone tell me? What does that mean about me as a person? I hope I'm a good person. I really do. Although good people don't say they're good people. But yeah, okay, back to the story.
To the fact that we'd be good friends, right? Wrong. The time comes and we're like, okay, let's actually meet. We FaceTime and it's so nice. It felt like God put her in my life for a reason. I had been thinking about taking a break from alcohol and taking a break from partying and focusing on my goals. Like, talking to her really solidified it. She was like asking me questions like, where do you want to be in 10 years? Like, do your 10-year plan in 6 months. For a Capricorn like me, that is like writing me a love letter. Like,
oh my God, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's exactly the kind of friend I like to have around me.
What I want to be talking about. When I told her I'd been thinking about not drinking, she was like, I'm also taking a break from drinking. I'm a month sober right now. And like, we agree, okay, we're gonna hang out this weekend and we're just gonna have a wellness weekend. Not gonna drink, just gonna work out, create vision boards, just like hang out and get to know each other.
I'm sorry, I know I keep cutting this, but I love the reverse contouring situation that she's doing at the bottom. I love that.
It all seemed too good to be true. That should have been my sign. It was just so like, oh my God, God, you put her in my life for a reason. And it was a reason. It was a different reason though.
Well, what is the reason? What is the reason?
The day comes where I'm supposed to go visit her. She lives a little bit away from me. Also, I'm not gonna say who it is. I don't want y'all to try to find who this is. I respect this girl, you know. I wish her the best. She's just kind of weird. But anyways, he lives a little ways away from me. So she was like, okay, if you wanna just like spend the night, like you can. I would hate for you to have to like drive all the way back. And I'm like, you know what? I hate driving. So that's actually perfect for me. Yes, I did realize it's a bit strange spending the night with a stranger. I want us to both know that I knew. In my defense, I've met up with a lot of men from the internet. I wasn't going to their house, but I was meeting up with men from the internet. So I'm like, I can meet up with this wholesome girl from the internet.
Well, you tell us your truths, girl. I love the direct and truthfulness of this all.
Push comes to shove, I can take her. I can't take these men, but at least I have a fighting chance with the girl. And I just had a good feeling. Like, I'm a vibes person, and the vibes were right until they weren't. We went to this restaurant and something weird happens though. She orders a drink. I'm like, that's weird. You're a month sober. We're like having a sober weekend and you're ordering a drink? Okay, weird. Her ordering that drink was like a yellow flag. Everyone has a different relationship with alcohol. I'm not the drinking police, but it is kind of strange that we both agreed we're not drinking and boom, first meet, you get a drink. She doesn't just get one drink, she gets two. Okay, just a mental note. When you're first meeting someone,
she feeling parched. She needs a little liquor. to wet the throat.
You just take mental notes like, okay, this is the type of person she is, you know? And the next morning, she wants to go on a hike. And I did want to go on the hike, but I was really nervous about sweating out my hair. My hair just gets
What blush is that? Oh my God, that blush is beautiful.
messed up on this hike, and I'm telling her how I'm nervous because I have this brunch I have to get to. And the whole weekend I was making it known that I have a very important brunch that I have to go to. A weird thing that happens is I start complaining about how I know how to do makeup and how I help my friends do their makeup. And I was just like, I wish I had a friend like that with hair. Which at that point, she volunteers that she does hair. She knows how to do hair. She knows how to do all the styles. Which I say, then do my hair. And she's like, no. Well, I'm like, well, that was helpful. You don't have to do my hair, whatever. But why'd you bring up that you could do hair? Like, I don't know, was that a joke? It wasn't funny. It actually pissed me off because I was stressed about my hair. She wanted to go bowling with her guy friend and a friend of his. So it was like a double date. I was down for it, but I was stressed about my hair and I was feeling tired. Long story short, we show up at bowling. And guess what the first thing she does is? She gets a drink.
This girl played you? Okay, maybe not played you. I think it's a little too early to say that she blamed you, but why is she so drink inclined? But okay, let's go part 2.
Long story short, we show up at bowling. And guess what the first thing she does is? She gets a drink. Which to me is just weird. The first night you drinking, I can excuse that kind of in my head. The second night, I'm like, oh, she's not actually serious about this like sobriety journey with me. Which is like fine, but why did you say you were? Like, that's the weird part.
That reminds me of vegetarians who are like, I'm a vegetarian, I just eat crispy bacon. I'm a vegetarian, I just eat chicken sometimes.
Now you're like being inconsistent. And again, she doesn't just have one drink, she has 2. Literally everyone I'm with is drinking. One guy there is like being really drunk. Like he's so handsy, so like, let's all go back to your place and we'll get a bottle. And I'm like, get a bottle? Oh hell, like I know that vibe, I know that night. I'm not doing that. That's not what I signed up for. I wanted a wholesome weekend. I wanted to make my fucking vision board. At this point, I'm thinking, you know what? I think after bowling,
man, they didn't let you make your vision board? Oh, that's trifling.
I'm just gonna go home tonight instead of in the morning because I have to figure out how to do my hair for this event. In hindsight, maybe I should have communicated when I was thinking about leaving earlier throughout the night. But my logic was, I don't want to embarrass her in front of her guy friends. Like, people are weird in front of other people. So once we're alone, I'll tell her that I'm gonna head out. Ciao. When we get in the car back to her place, I let her know, hey, I think I'm gonna head home tonight to be up early. Everything changes. We stop the music. She doesn't resume it. We were having a fun, bantery conversation. She gets so cold. One word answer. She's like, okay, fine. I don't care. Go. I didn't expect you to stay this long anyway. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, communication's important in my friendships. Like, what's up? Like, no, I want you to leave. You should leave. I'm like using every ounce of emotional intelligence to like deduce why she's acting weird. And I'm like, oh, if you feel like uncomfortable in front of those guys, like, because one guy was her friend, like her close friend. So I was like, oh, she should be fine because that's her friend. Like, you know him longer than you knew me, girl. But anyways, I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it is. So I ask her, I'm like, oh, is that guy making you uncomfortable? Like, if you don't feel comfortable around him, like, I'll stay until he leaves. Like, and then she's like, yeah, that's what it is. I feel so uncomfortable around him. I really want you to stay. And I'm like, girl, why didn't you say that? That's fine. And she's like, no, I'm being sarcastic. What the fuck is going on? Why are we acting like this? Like, come on. We're grown. Let's use our words, babe. Weird vibes continue as I'm packing my stuff and leaving. Like, goes in her room, shuts her door, doesn't talk to me. When I get to my car, I'm like, I'll text her I got home safe and I'll reassure her that I had a good time. I just had to go home to prepare for this event.
I remember behaving this way when I was like 17 years old, 16, to my ex-boyfriends or whatever they were, my little friends, because I didn't have the emotional intelligence or the vocabulary to express how I was feeling. And I wonder if that's what's happening here or if there's more to the story. Like, is that girl like... Okay, well, let's keep watching.
When I get to my car, I get a text that says, I don't want to be friends anymore. Take care. If someone tells me they don't want to be my friend, that's cool. You don't have to be my friend. I have enough. What you're not gonna do is silence me, because I got some shit to say, bitch. I was gonna keep it cute. But now I gotta tell you about yourself because you're acting so weird. Like, why are you being weird? Because I want to leave? I'm not gonna share the text messages because honestly, I wasn't my highest self. I told her that she's acting fucking weird. I suggested that she get some therapy and that she learn how to communicate better. Why would me leaving disrupt you like that? I can understand someone being a little disappointed that you're ending the party soon. Not like I'm just leaving to leave, but like, even if I was leaving to leave, why can't I leave? Like, this was so perplexing, so disturbing to my peace. One, I don't like how she reacted to this. Like, why just be like, I don't want to be your friend? Like, why was that the starting point of that conversation? I don't like that kind of communication. Also, no offense, we just met. Who's to say we were friends? We were acquaintances, but whatever. Even if we could resolve this issue, which I don't think we could, you acted weird too early on. Like, there's a threshold. You have to act weird like at least 5 friend meetups in. Like, if you're acting weird on the first friend meetup, like, that's a huge red flag, a red banner at this point, and nope. But the thing is, even if in some world I could make it past this, there's a fundamental difference between us, because I'm a type of person who likes to leave when I'm ready to leave. You can ask any of my friends, when Tyla's ready to go, Tyla's gonna call her Uber. She will see you later. Like, that's my thing.
I got a friend like that. Hey, Ames. My friend Amy is so gangster. Yo, when she's ready to leave, not even shackles gonna hold her back. And she's not gonna tell you like, hi, vibes, I'm ready to leave. You're just gonna look around and Amy's gonna be nowhere to be found. When Amy's ready to go, she's ready to go. So I completely understand this.
I hate being anywhere for a second longer than I'd like to be. Y'all let me know. Like, was I wrong in this situation? Like, call me the fuck out. Am I the asshole?
I'm gonna call you out for not telling us the name of that lip gloss. Because what is that lip gloss? That is so pretty. Listen, girl, I don't think you're wrong personally. You didn't want to be there. You don't have to be there. And it doesn't matter how homegirl feels about it. This feels like something a lover would do. Like, you know, like a high school girl. I feel like that's a reaction of a high school girl, not of a mature woman. Well, I don't know how young you guys are, but by the looks, this girl looks really young, so I'm assuming that the other girl is young, but not 17 though, right? They're giving like early 20s, old enough to know better. And today's kids have no excuse for not having emotional intelligence because of social media, okay? Everybody's talking about emotional intelligence. All these kids are woke, so they don't have no excuse. You know, we can use that for us. Back in the day, we were blind as bats, but are bats blind? I'm happy that you got out, Tyla. Like you said, when Tyla's ready to go, Tyla's ready to go. And I feel like that might have been God talking to you, girl. That might have been Holy Spirit just letting you know it's time to get up out of here before something happens. It could have gone south, especially because this is someone that you've never met before. And this is you guys' first encounters. If she's already in her feels because you had to leave, like, I'm scared to find out why. I don't know, but something in me makes me feel like maybe she had plans and maybe those plans weren't good plans, or perhaps she was romantically into you and she had romantic plans for later on, you know, try to shoot her shot, get in there, and for her to say don't text back. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I'll text back if I want to. Don't silence me like Tyla said. Drinking while she is on a sober journey is kicking me. But anyway, you guys, I leave you with the story. What do you have to say about all of this? Do you have any advice for Tyla? I think my next advice for you, Tyla, is to not sleep over people's house that you've just met on the internet, girl. Come on now. More and more, I think the world is not as safe for you younger generations today as it was for me back in my time. You know, like back in my time, I can go sleep over a stranger's house, act up, and yeah, okay, maybe I'll get kidnapped or, you know, cut up, chopped up, but most likely like 75%, I have 75% chance of survival. Whereas you guys nowadays, like, folks are weird. The world is weird. I feel like y'all have like a 49% chance of survival. Tyla, you're gorgeous. Okay, take care of yourself. And just like the rest of you ladies, the rest of us ladies, we always have to protect ourselves, whether it be physically, whether it be spiritually, emotionally, mentally, you know, so just protect yourself. What do you guys have to say? Do you have any words of wisdom for our girl Tyla? Has this ever happened to you? Like, I hate, I mean, I feel like I talk about this all day long on my channel because I review different videos and stuff like that, and the topic of friendships always comes up. I think I need to find like positive friendship stories, because I feel like I've just touched on so many negative friendship stories, and that can't be all there is in the world, because I love my friends. So there have to be like positive friendship stories. I would be interested to hear what the other girl's perspective is though, right? Like, oh, I made a friend, like, you know, we made decisions, like we made plans, and you know, she stood me up in the middle of the plan and she left me with these guys, and I don't know. But anywho, let's continue this conversation in the comment section down below. Once again, it's your girl Djena. I'm signing out. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to my channel. And let's keep on keeping on. I don't know what else to say. Okay, bye. No, for real though, subscribe to my channel. Don't play like that, okay? Subscribe to my channel, share with everybody you know, and leave a comment, and I'll catch you in my next one. Take care.